come on, girls, we're going to be watching more Stranger Things.
Yes!
All right, we're going to go in the woods.
Can we invite everyone else too?
Yes, please come on and watch.
Yes, we are excited to continue with season 4.
Yes.
And we're wishing everyone well on the show that
That's
we're
right.
not going to see any more of that curse.
Oh, boy. That is a curse.
So we're watching episode 3 of season 4.
Okay.
And wow, that was terrifying last time.
Oh, sure was.
It was.
Okay.
Poor
One by
Fred.
one, this thing is getting to people.
This
Sure is.
dark
Taking
wizard.
over.
Yeah.
Again, I love how they're
Scary.
comparing this with their game.
That's right.
They did that
Yes.
before.
Vecna's curse.
Oh, boy.
I know last episode was called Vecna's Curse, so
That's
Vecna
right.
was that little
Vecna is
wizard
the
guy they were talking about.
Dark wizard.
Oh, boy.
And they believe Eddie. Of course they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
good
he's
the way they
petrified.
talk to him and that he is also a D&D nerd to really
Yes. Thank God Dustin was there.
That's
really
right,
to
definitely.
accept it, instead of be like, I don't know what I saw. I mean, that's so terrifying anyways, but say if one of Lucas's friends saw that, they'd probably be like,
Yeah,
what
one
are you
of his
talking
new
about?
friends,
That's crazy,
yeah.
even though it was
Yeah.
like a possession. Like, that's
Right,
terrifying.
and they
Yeah,
were
sure
even
was.
insulting to Lucas when he knew about D&D. He was like,
It's a cult. It's a cult. Like,
Right.
automatically
That's right,
they
yeah.
label it
heard
as
about
something
things all over
bad.
the country. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's terrifying because now everyone's getting even more divided. They're
Right.
fearful.
Definitely, yeah.
They're full of hate. And here we have this group of people, Chrissy's friends, that want to kill or go after Eddie to stop him. What does it mean to stop him?
Yeah,
they're
because
full of
they
rage.
Yeah.
found her in his trailer.
That's right.
And they can't find him, so I understand where the boyfriend's
Oh,
coming
sure.
from. But
And they always had
Still,
conflict before that,
yes.
too.
Yeah.
Which I
I'm a
know that
freak.
was just building up to
Yeah.
this, but Chrissy
Definitely,
died
yeah.
in such a horrific way, and they're fearful where they really think he did it. He was there, and
yeah.
in his trailer, and she freaking was mutilated. Like she was.
she
beyond-
was, and now they have
horrible.
like the military looking at her body, and you
That's right.
you can really tell that a human couldn't have
No.
done that.
Of course not.
Oh, sick!
Oh,
It's so
jeez.
sick, and just to see it over and over, and then poor Fred going through that
Fred,
too.
yeah, same thing.
And
Ugh.
questions are, how does it happen? Why does it happen? Because it's
Yeah,
random. Because
yeah.
Eddie was right there with Chrissy. Why didn't he jump into Eddie after that? Like he
Yeah.
randomly
Yes.
chose Fred, and Fred didn't start showing signs until he showed up in that area. So unless he was having it
Yes.
before and we just
Yeah.
didn't see it,
Right.
but it seemed
And
like
he-
it was one of the first times.
Right.
In the car.
It
Yeah.
almost like it knew how to get to him. Like he had to have some kind of
And he did have a scar,
yeah.
Yeah.
so
a
maybe
bad
it relates
moment.
to something
Maybe.
with their past.
Our gang
Oh, right.
will get down to the bottom of it and how to stop it. Like Robin.
Scooby-Doo.
Robin's fantastic.
Right, yeah, she
Dustin
is
will do
good,
it.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like Doctor Strange,
And
go
Nancy.
Scooby-Doo this.
Yeah.
That's right.
So shall we watch?
Yes, let's do it.
Yes, absolutely.
403 on Netflix.
Oh my God. There's no train around. What's that,
Aliens
UFO?
now too.
Oh, jeez.
Is that a cow? Oh, it's them.
Oh, wow.
We have another case for you.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
boy.
No bruises. No signs of any struggle. I like your opinion.
I was fired, in case you forgot.
A foreign government invaded our country all under your watch. Badly
Military strength is not the answer.
So what is the answer, Doctor? More
Move
scientists?
everybody out of there.
Because as men of science,
Yeah, sick.
Dr. Brenner trained her for this very thing. We can do this the hard way.
Oh God.
It doesn't know. It doesn't.
School projects. You do not need those. Hey, I'm talking to you. Sam, do something.
I want to know everything he's done and everyone he's spoken to in the past year. And if we're lucky, he'll lead us right to the girl.
Why don't they just scoop her and take him to the...
Yeah, because it happens.
Is he high?
Yeah.
Roller skating.
Look where you're driving, baby.
Hey, at least it wasn't an ice skate.
Does he ever sell pizzas?
Oh, my God, he does.
Sore eyes, huh?
Hi, Murray.
Kids like risotto?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So
hungry.
there I was, head down the
Sweet of you to let me stay.
And he cooks too.
and cleans. A regular little housewife.
Just stay. Go to a conference tomorrow in Alaska.
Alaska? Crazy, right?
That's where they're based. The
What's making you so stoned?
The Britannicas are there. The Britannicas?
Jonathan, what's wrong with you?
I think I know what's wrong with him.
It was a plastic skate.
No, it was like rubber.
Rubber.
You know
Yeah,
what? I'm not
it's
sure.
bad.
Photo? Smacking.
Still have no idea who he is.
Oh, these evil bat things.
Yes. Oh boy. Can we go looking for someone else? 69. Kids.
I want to help. All right.
It might hopefully
Let's
be a good
capture
thing
us a
with him
freak.
there.
Jesus Christ, what is it?
Oh my God.
Oh, it's just the friends.
Before that happens, we need to find Vecna, kill him, and prove your innocence.
That's all, Dustin? That's all.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
Listen,
Each one that comes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah? Coppers are here.
Tarp.
They're gonna find you, honey.
Oh my gosh.
Smoke, look at his fingers.
Sick. It's always the fingers. Wow. Oh my God.
Victor's locked away tight, hon. You don't need to worry about him, all right? Now,
Upside down version.
you said last you saw Fred, he was by the picnic table.
Okay, 11, you're being ridiculous. What is this? You know what I think of you. You're the most incredible person in the world.
Ewoks.
Yeah.
$10 says Mom forgot something.
Yeah.
Trust me, I promise, okay? I'm gonna get you out. I promise.
I love you. Cheers is so funny. You still never said it.
I'm not exactly an expert in parenting. For what little it's worth, I think you did the right thing. Pound some beers, experiment sexually. I mean, really, what's the worst that can happen?
Thanks.
sorry.
Lost a lot of weight.
Lost weight. Today. Oh, maybe that makes him talk to him.
So is your acting. Come on, what is it? Playboys. The best America has to offer.
Great. So he's a criminal.
Peanut butter and Playboy.
To do this job, Gandhi?
I can drive.
No, never again.
Justin's like, come on, what about me?
This is stupid.
Wipe your feet.
On the outside.
Oh my God. God. I don't know about that.
Oh no.
No.
We're looking for Eddie Munson. He's in this band. If that's what you can even call this.
What do you care?
That's our business.
I don't know.
He doesn't know.
Oh,
See?
God.
Wow.
Leave him alone. Don't touch his drums.
Wow. See?
It wasn't so hard, was it?
Wow.
Where do we find this? Dustin.
Oh no, Dustin.
What? Jail. You're gonna put her in jail. A detention hall for juveniles. That's jail. Hey, look.
Look at her.
Right.
Speak. Yeah. Done. Bio.
I heard him. Son of a bitch. Out of it.
Gosh.
How the hell is he gonna get out of there?
Got it.
Gosh.
Okay, help me get this straight.
Why not break the chain?
It's just you seem annoyed. You don't know me very well.
Stop it, it's
I
like
don't really have
badgering a
filter
little.
Or a strong grasp of social cues. Okay, so if I...
It's a good learning bonding experience. Robin needs it.
I'll punch you so hard in your face that your teeth will fall back out. Oh. Not cool. Sorry.
Don't peel out.
I don't want to noise.
Oh God, Dustin's mom.
Dustin. Dustin. Lucas? Where the hell
Gotta
have you
love
been?
this.
Just listen. Are you guys looking for Eddie?
Yeah, talking about what bad shit.
The guy
yeah, you're
right
right.
behind you. Don't do it.
Oh, no,
Oh, he's
no,
screwed.
Oh no. Don't, come
What?
on, you get sucked into
You're not
this.
really gonna do it, are you?
I know where Eddie's hiding.
No,
you
don't say the actual
that.
place.
He might
Surrounding these cops. What is
Crap.
it? The doctor?
Oh, no.
Are you transporting a Jane Hopper?
Yeah, what is it?
I'll take
Oh,
her.
sorry.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Long time to see.
Okay.
Hey, kiddo. This is spring?
Welcome to Alaska.
this is
Welcome to Alaska.
Oh, bit right into him.
Oh,
Oh my God, this
He's gonna
poor
get such
guy.
an infection.
Right over the heel.
So bad. Who's that house? But she doesn't know they're just friends.
Bigfoot I'm still on the fence about, but may I remind you that we are looking for information on dark lizards? If someone's gonna write about that, it's gonna be these weirdos. Several
Maybe he didn't even do it.
And it's the house.
Yeah.
An ancient demon. Victor allegedly hired a priest to exorcise the demon from his home.
It's like a mini Watergate or something. Hawkins Gate.
Wait a second, didn't those guys get caught?
Holy shit.
That's gonna get caught.
I hope they're at the wrong place. Lucas, do you think he said the right location? I hope not.
I hope not.
I'm thinking he did it.
Dreading for some time. I don't know how to say this other than just to say it. Hawkins is in danger. But this evil is like a virus. Each time it returns, it comes back stronger, smarter, deadlier.
What's he doing? He's gonna tell him to go.
The past.
He's gonna have him escape. Shut your
Flashlight
flashlight
off
off.
and it's gonna be dark. But...
Can't win this war. I believe you're the cure.
I think she's getting
Oh
him.
no, yeah.
Nosebleeds.
Yeah, no. Crap.
Honey, tell them the truth.
Oh,
no!
No, come on.
Go with him.
Mm-hmm. After you eat your waffle. Oh, they're gone.
Oh, my God.
She's never gonna get those
Oh,
waffles.
my God.
Help her. Right?
Right.
Oh
She's
no,
gonna
I
love the
hate
tea.
this. I swear to God this can't happen to her. Come on, we lost
Come
one
on,
person each
yeah.
episode or something, or stop the...
Yeah. It's a cuckoo clock.
No!
Don't
Get
go.
rid of No. Screw you. Go. Ah! Oh God, I
Those
hope
blue
not.
eyes.
I hope not. That would
No.
suck. Oh God, tick tock, tick tock. Get so excited.
Poor Max. Man. But at least she knows. But she's got to tell her friends.
But that's the
She's
thing.
got to tell them.
She has to tell him, but with Fred, like sometimes when the major vision happens, they're in that dream state. And they're only seeing her convulsing and eyes rolled back.
Yes, we haven't seen
And-
their side, their point of view of from this right now. So
We've seen Fred and we saw Chrissy, we didn't see
Right.
Fred's eyes rolled. Well, we did a little bit, but yeah. So she's in this dream state, so they can't even get to
Yeah,
her. So
so-
she's on her own.
Yeah.
And with Fred, when this happened, and when he heard his name, he got killed right away. So
instantly, he said no too. I want you to come with me, and he said no, and he still got him.
They still got him. So how do you defeat this? If they kill Max, we'll be so mad. I say that every time. But
Well, maybe Dustin will look at the papers and say, okay, look at the common denominator, the headaches, whatever the nosebleeds, and maybe they'll put it together with her. I don't know. I don't think they know about her headaches and all the other symptoms.
No,
that
I don't
the
think so
kids
either.
have. But that counselor knows those common denominators.
Yeah.
Okay, so
My God.
shot in the dark here, but what about the counselor? Do you think that she might be part of it, or do you think she's innocent in this?
No, I think she's oblivious.
What do you think,
I
Juan?
think she might be part of it. I don't
You do
know.
think so?
I always thought, yeah.
Yeah, what makes you think that?
I don't know, usually something like that happens.
Like a twist.
I mean, I saw
It's a
the
twist.
clock. It was very, in your face. She
It was
had
like a
a
twist.
certain clock on her wall. She had a clock on her, little watch on her necklace. Usually, I mean, that was a thing in the 80s. I guess, I don't know, but like usually you don't wear that. I don't know. It just
I
seemed
think-
like
I think she's in on it.
so she might
I
be
think so.
because of that.
Because of that feeling.
She's so, I mean, like, she's a great
Yeah.
counselor, and I'm like, wow, she's really patient, and even on her time off at home, she's, like,
Yeah.
taking Max in and talking to her and being patient.
And
But-
she could be just an awesome high school counselor too.
Yeah, maybe.
That's true, but,
And-
I still have a feeling she.
Or maybe he's using her as a resource to get these kids. Get
That's
some,
what I'm kind of
maybe,
wondering.
Vecna's doing it to her and she doesn't even know it.
Because Fred, they were surprised when Fred was seeing her too, and when Max was going to see the counselor the first time, she saw Chrissy pass her,
Right, and
and
she
then
was
she
very
got sick
sad.
and had that whole episode.
yeah.
So maybe Fred saw the counselor, and then when he got closer to that location, maybe that was just a coincidence. I think it is that location. We saw the crack in the house and all that, but so maybe he saw the counselor beforehand, then got triggered and saw this, and now Max just saw her again, and maybe that triggered it.
Yeah, maybe
I
she's
don't know.
saying
Yeah,
some
yeah.
key things to the kids where it does trigger those memories and whatever happened to them, those past, terrible things that happened to both those kids and even to Max. But we didn't see any like manipulation with her and Max.
That's what-
But it could have been key words to make her.
Yeah, I mean that's probably the
Trigger.
best thing. There is no manipulation in that way, And here, like this demon apparently feeds off pain and suffering, right? Because that's what we've been kind
Yeah.
of hearing. And this is a counselor who deals with pain and suffering.
Right.
So that I don't know. I'm kind
all,
of convinced now.
all kinds of trouble with kids.
Who knows? But I
Different
truly
things.
think that.
And
She's
the
a
two,
pulling
the
them in.
three things. I mean, the one thing that all three kids have in common was that, well, Fred had deaths in his past life that he experienced. So did Max. Chrissy had a abusive mother.
Yeah.
We don't know if there was a death there, but they had very traumatic things. I mean, kids go through really crappy things in their lives.
Yeah.
And who better to go to than a counselor over cops?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's like, an out of this world kind of experience, they're not going to go to the cops about that.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
And then to die like that, those other two, I mean, that's just horrific. So for the counselor to be kind of cool, she might be in on it now that, you guys think that she is.
I think she is, really.
Yeah, now that I think about it, I mean, she's not being, like, weirded out. Do you know what I mean? I mean, two of her students died. Like, why doesn't she have... If I'd be home, like, looking at them, like, what happened? What happened with these kids?
Yeah, I totally think it just...
I think she definitely...
Because I'm like,
she
how
had
does
to
the
be in
demon
on it.
find them? Like, how does the
Yeah.
demon know? Like, maybe he could just sense their turmoil or something. But I'm like, I feel like there has to be a source. And I think she has to be the source.
Mhm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
And maybe, like, one of her family members was also a counselor back in the day, and he didn't get the counseling he needed. No one listened to him. Everyone thought he was cuckoo, and just put him in an asylum or wherever they put him.
Or the killer guy?
Yeah. They didn't believe him, but
Isn't
it really
that
did
crazy?
happen.
Yeah, so it
he
sounds,
is a victim.
It sounds like he is, like Eddie, and holy crap,
Yeah,
like this
he's
whole
a
time he's
victim.
been put in jail for, how old is he now, 70?
Yeah, he's an old man now, so, I mean, who
His
knows?
whole family was brutally murdered in that way by a demon, and he was accused. So freaking scary. I mean, so many things here. And then we have 11 now where she has to be separate, and I'm glad that doctor is still good and trying to help her.
Too.
Because
I was kind of worried a little bit, but I'm like,
so.
no, he was so good to them
Yeah.
at the end of last season.
Yeah, because I know
knows
he
that.
knew about her and where she was,
Yeah.
and she was so good, or he was so good with the military when he was like, I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know where she
Where
is.
she is. Just don't
Oh
let them know you know.
So I'm glad he did his own thing
Yeah.
and was able to pull her out of there.
Yeah. And now part of his group is with our kids in California, right?
Yeah, and I think they're going to tell them what's going on.
Yeah.
So that way they're not calling the cops and being like, she was kidnapped. What do you mean she's not there? I don't know.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Hopefully they'll tell them, the truth, that you're not going
Oh,
to
we
see her
need you
for a
too.
while, but
Right.
she's going to help us.
And her powers are going to be stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be a conflict because she struggled a whole lot all throughout her life. and she lost control being a normal person and really damaged someone's face. Of course, I know you should never resort to violence at all, but she was like full on bullied by over 20 people. Like the whole area was like,
and she had no
badgered.
support. I mean, Mike was really trying. She was walking away because she feels bad that she lied to him all along.
Yeah, and she's just mortified and feels bad. There's so many emotions there that are just so negative. And she lost control there. And I don't blame her for that. She shouldn't have got physical, but she was just so full of rage at the point that she went blind by it. And look at all the people she's killed in the past. And, you know, she just gets so blind by rage. But again, she was wronged so many times. She's been a lab rat. My God. So I hope this all works out. And she sacrifices a whole lot every time. And I hope this won't be the end for her.
That's right.
To use this ultimate power. If it
She's
succeeds,
gonna,
I'm
she's
assuming
gonna
it
do
will.
phenomenal.
I'm so glad that Lucas told him that the wrong direction where Dustin was.
So was it the wrong area or?
That was the right place. That was the right
was it
cabin,
right?
and then
I
he
thought it
ran
was-
out the back to get to the barn, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
'Cause
that
I
was the
like,
right
did he
cabin
really
where
give the
we-
wrong directions when they got there just to kind of throw him off?
Like,
but I'm like, what else
Rick,
could he?
Rick Reefer, that was his cabin.
Yeah.
Because he brought him to the cabin first, and then they went out, and they were going to do, you know, the whole, you know, flanking to get to Eddie. And then he went out the back, another door.
Yeah. So I'm really disappointed with Lucas doing that. I
Yeah,
get he
so
wants to be
bad,
accepted, and it was bad for him with his friends, and they completely went in different paths. But for him to like, and I know it's disturbing for him, you know, like he doesn't like what his friends are doing. But I'm like, here they're going out and like hurting people, like really going out and attacking people, and you're helping them,
And they're
because you
not,
want to be
they're
accepted.
truly not your friends. I mean, you dismissed your true friends in that garage, the band. You dismissed them completely.
Because
and
it's
told
all
you-
about acceptance and him wanting to be popular.
Yeah.
Not like popular, but he wants to be accepted by the more popular crowd. Or something.
And the captain of the team, you know, the guy that we're following, Chrissy's boyfriend, he's just like saying the right things to him to motivate him.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know.
And with how nice he was, I was like, okay, well, I'm happy he's not like stereotyped, but here, like how crazy he went because his girlfriend was brutally murdered. I mean, but it sounds like it's Eddie, you know. So but to actually go,
you can't assume. You have no
do
idea
the
what
same
happened.
stuff and
I
go
mean,
around, and try to hurt people or kill people. I mean, and making or justifying it, saying like, oh yeah, well, we're doing this right thing. We're
yeah,
gonna
they're
stop
saying,
the
oh, the
monster.
cops are going. They're following leads that aren't true. No, they're trying to find Eddie too. He is the lead.
Yeah.
You know, so they're just justifying. You know, try to get
revenge.
to him, and
So it's not good. So yeah, I think Lucas, he took off at the end there. So I think he really thought about it over time and then tried last second to regret it and tell them.
Yeah, and that one boy, he had a nosebleed. So
Yeah.
he's going to be another victim, I'm sure.
I think there's going to be
with Max.
lots of victims
Yes.
like that. I think it's going to get like serious, like.
And I really
super-
think the
a
girls,
lot of people.
I think the girls are going to find out, you know, a lot more. And Nancy and Robin, I think they're going to really help out with this, you know, how to stop this.
That's right, yeah. I hope so.
It's exciting. I
It
love
is
I love
exciting.
it. And Hopper, he crushed it. He allowed his ankle to be completely demolished to get that chain off.
So that's why they couldn't break the chain, because I was like, break the chain, out of his freaking ankle. But yeah, they needed to make it look like it was still on there.
Yeah, that's right. Oh.
Dang.
Man,
Wow, the stuff he
and
went
he's
through.
just working out. He's trying, so he has to get on some plane, right?
Yeah, and if he misses it, then that's it.
Yeah, the guy still gets his money, and
And you're
he's
screwed.
going to be still in
You
jail.
stay here.
And Joyce is in Alaska with Murray.
I think they're so funny together. I love
They
that.
are.
Oh my god.
Oh,
And just to throw that in there too, because there's so many things to cover. But Steve and Nancy, what do you think there? Do you think there's something going on with them again, or?
I think there might be.
You think
I
so?
really think so. Yeah, I think so.
I think Steve has eyes. I don't know. Nancy is kind of being a little weird, but not too weird. I think Steve is getting more, you know, eyes for her.
I
But
know Steve.
Robin, I thought, was going to disclose, you know, why she doesn't care for, for him that way.
Yeah.
But
I love
maybe-
Robin. She
maybe
is so
later.
cute.
Oh, she is adorable. What
She
a little
talks and talks and talks.
She
jabbery
gets
little
nervous
girl.
and she just starts like spewing out and she won't
Yes.
stop like with the words and
Love
it's
it.
kind of like annoying, but I get it. And she's being like
she
open
is
and
good.
honest.
Yeah, she
And
is.
Nancy is acting weird, and I think there might be a little something going on with Nancy and Steve. I kind of hope not, but I do really like Jonathan,
do
and I
too.
know they're
I like
strained,
Jonathan,
but they do love each other, and it's
Yeah.
cute. And in the beginning, when Steve and Nancy were dating, Jonathan and Nancy started having a thing, right? When she was
about
still
the whole
together
camera,
with
yeah.
Steve. So it's going to go back and forth. I hope not.
God.
Yeah, and Jonathan
Sense.
doesn't want to go to the same school. He wants to stay closer to home.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he is accepted to the school with his buddy there.
And he's trying not to hold her back, and
Yeah.
that's why he's not doing it as a selfish thing. He's doing it as a selfless thing because he
Yes.
doesn't want
That's
her
right.
to be with him and
Right.
ruin her life. He thinks she's
Right.
going to ruin her life, and he doesn't want the same repeat with his parents.
Oh, sure.
With how miserable they are.
Right.
So
Yeah, he's even
That's
thinking
what
about
he
the
said,
kids, and we have to go through a divorce. He's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
going through this whole thing of what he doesn't want to do with his life.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe there'd be a thing with Steve and Nancy, but I don't know. Steve just did seem, and Dustin's so spot on. He
I love
doesn't
him.
care.
He's
He's like,
like,
I know.
I don't have a
Tell me the
collarbone.
truth.
Okay, I have 2 eyes. It is true though. I know he has that.
Yeah.
I love all the characters in
They're
this so
very
much.
good,
They're
yes.
so good,
Yeah,
and just the
yeah.
odd pairing sometimes when they work together, and just seeing how they work together is great. Like I wasn't going to say this example, but one thing that stood out to me for the last few or couple episodes was Will and 11. Because they weren't always together a lot, and this time like it's
Yeah,
awkward, but
right.
they do like Will tries to. He's a close friend to her, and he can
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
openly tell her, "Don't lie to him. Tell him the
Right.
truth." And
And yet he is so reserved.
yeah,
Yes,
And his brother is so good to him, too.
Yeah.
He
yeah.
really
Very
is.
good to him, yeah.
And Dustin and Steve, I love together.
I
I
And
just
Robin
can't believe
and Nancy are
Joyce
kinda
didn't say
awkward.
anything to the kids. Oh, yeah, I'm going on a business trip tomorrow to Alaska.
Yeah, that was actually the main group that I love. Yeah. Main pairing.
Yes.
Joyce and Marie right
She's
now.
like, I can't believe you came here. I have to go to my business trip.
Ooh, oh man, Hopper, get out of here. I want you
Yes.
to be
I guess
good. I
so.
want you to be happy and meet up with Joyce
Yeah.
and Marie.
Oh,
So until next time, guys, thank you
no,
so
not
much
so
for
much.
watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Please subscribe.
Yes.
Yes.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.